What's going on, everybody? We've been talking about CSS and using it as a way to style your web pages so you can conveniently change those typefaces and those colors and all those attributes in one convenient location. Up to this point, we've been adding the colors to each element separately and just typing them like background color is equal to whatever or color is equal to whatever. And what happens if you're managing a web page for a brand and they decide to rebrand or decide to have an event coming up where they want the colors to be changed? That kind of sucks if you have to go in line by line and change all of those elements. So I wanted to show you a new way that you can make this task a little bit easier. So you can do this in any text editor that you want. I just have it in here because the text can be big and easy for you to see. And I'm using this example with my favorite team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and I have put together the simplest page ever. As you can see on here, nothing flashy, but I only wanted to style the colors to show you how this works. So for the HTML part, I do have it linked to a style sheet on there. I do have in the header, I just have an H1, and then underneath that header I have a main, and in the main there is a section, and we have 3 articles in the section. One is for history, one is for greatest players, one is for season preview, and then underneath that main section I have a footer. You can set this up however you want to. I just wanted to have multiple elements in here so you could see how it makes things so much more convenient doing this way. So in the past, if we wanted to change the background image of the header, we would have to go into style and we would go to header and we would type in background -color, and then we would use # whatever. And we might have the primary color up here, but we also have the primary color here. And although this example is very short, some of our projects in class, you have probably had maybe around 200 lines of style rules for a site, and you don't want to have to go in and try to find all those different spots to change that color in those areas. Well, up here at the top of our CSS document, we can define our brand colors conveniently in this root section. You just put a colon and you type root, and you use your fancy brackets, and you can call these colors whatever you want to. I used -- primary -color. You need the 2 hyphens in front of it, but I used -- primary color for the midnight green. For their silver, that's their secondary color. I just found this branding information online just with a simple Google search. So I put that value right there, and then I use dark color for what could be used for text or whatever, and then a lighter color what could be used to go behind the text. So that area there, you just define them in that section, and then when we go to body, we can type in background -color. It starts off the same way we always did, but then instead of putting the hex value here, we use var because this is a variable, and we have a parenthesis there, and then we use -- secondary -color. And I did the same thing for the header. I changed the background color of the header to the primary color. In the H1, I changed the color of the text to the light color variable. For the main background color, I changed that background color to the light color. The H2 is the primary color. The main paragraph text is a dark color. The main article is going to have a border bottom, and it's 2 pixels solid with the primary color being the color. And then we have the footer with the background color being our dark color, and it's going to have the text be our light color. So we type that all in. And especially if you're trying to play around with the colors of your web pages at the beginning, that gets to be a real hassle if we just had the hex values here, and we would have to change all those things in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different areas. and that would get real tiresome. It would get real old real fast. So here we have this page, and I'm going to just kind of set this to the side, and here is what the page looks like. So you can see how that works, and especially if you have a full CSS document that has everything else in there. Like normally we have some images in here, right? And normally we have text align center and all these other rules. So just trying to find those colors in there gets hard. Well, the Philadelphia Eagles this coming year, they've announced that they're going to use their throwback uniforms for a game. So let's say I'm managing their web page, and then I get something in the mail and it's saying, you know what, we need to incorporate our throwback colors to our web page for the week of that game, and then we need to change them back. So that's kind of would be something that you'd think, you know, that's going to take a lot of time, but not if we do it this way. So what I'll do here, I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to put in modern colors, and I would have this document saved so I could go back to it later. But if I looked up, and I did find their retro colors online also, instead of changing it on all those places, all I have to do is just go here, primary color. I'm going to copy that, and I'll paste it over the top there. The secondary color, I'm going to paste it there. For the dark color, I'll paste it there. And then for the light color, I'll paste it on here. So now I can save this progress, and now when I go to my page, I can refresh it, and now I have this page that is set up to their background colors. So obviously, design-wise, probably not like the greatest visual example, but you could see how when we put all that in there, you can just change all those colors for a brand. When a company asks, hey, you know what, I'm thinking of a rebrand and all that, or can we try a few different colors? It doesn't have to be something that you dread. You can just conveniently fix it up all here. And then at the end, if they all say, you know what, I like it originally the way that it was to begin with, which happens a lot of times, then we can just replace that text up there, save it, and refresh, and go back to our original design again. Hopefully that's something that you find useful while you create your web pages and you're working with consistent branding going forward. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you have other ideas for tutorials you'd like to learn more about. I appreciate you all watching, and have a great day.